Chinese President Xi Jinping has secured a historic and unprecedented third term. Apart from being the Chinese president, he is also the commander-in-chief of the Chinese military and the top leader of the Chinese Communist Party, Beijing's most powerful political party. In a vote of 2,952 from China's National People Congress and without opposition and abstention, Xi took his oath at the Great Hall of the People in Beijing on Friday. Experts say that the 69-year-old leader could become not only China's most powerful president since Mao Zedong, but also can become leader for life. But what does another Xi term mean for the world?
So it's policy continuity, right? He's been in office 10 years. Today, there were no surprises. It means that the 10 years are not enough to achieve Xi Jinping's policy objectives, right? And so he aims to rejuvenate China. It's called the Great Rejuvenation of the Chinese nation, or in layman terms, to restore China.
This would be more of the same. That means economic policies, from the Belt and Road Initiative, with respect to infrastructure and connectivity projects.
Experts also believe that challenges will remain on Philippine-China ties under Xi's leadership. The Philippines is on a balancing act in terms of economic partnership with China and addressing the tensions over the South China Sea. An analyst adds that since China will have a more stable foreign policy under Xi, President Bongbong Marcos needs to rethink and recalibrate his strategies so that the Philippines will not be caught in the middle of the troubles between China and the US. The South China Sea, EDCA bases, and joint patrols could be among major concerns between Manila and Beijing.
So he's the first foreign leader to pay a visit to Beijing. That speaks a lot about the importance that President Marcos attaches to relations with China, but also a country seen, especially by the security sector in the Philippines, as a potential threat or challenge, especially in relation to the territorial and maritime disputes in the West Philippine Sea. So I think the balancing act would continue.
It's fluid, right? It depends on what both sides say and do. In Chinese, there's a saying, you cannot clap with one hand. The English version, the translation for that would be, it takes two to tango. So it's a two-way street, right? It's whatever we do unilaterally, there will be a response from China. We may see it as a deterrent, but for China, it may be a provocation.
China remains as the country's largest trading partner and import source. Beijing is also the third source of foreign direct investment. In a statement, the Chinese embassy condemned the efforts of the US to discredit Philippine-China cooperation. It warns that constructing additional EDCA bases will not be good for the Philippines. China warns that the construction of additional EDCA sites could endanger the peace and stability in the region. But both Manila and Washington insist that these sites are not directed to any country or foreign power. Tristan Nodalo, CNN Philippines.